Tonight, you press your hand against a wall without thinking. The paint never stays. But more than 40,000 years ago, someone pressed their hand against cold stone, blue-red pigment over their fingers, and created a mark that still exists today. The person is gone. Their language is gone. Their name disappeared tens of thousands of years ago. Yet their hand is still waiting. Walk into caves in France, Spain, Indonesia, Argentina, or Australia, and you find the same strange image. Not animals. Not hunters. Hands. Hundreds of them. Some belong to adults. Others belong to children no older than 6. Some are missing fingers. Others look perfectly normal. Why would ancient humans cover cave walls with their own hands? At first, archaeologists believed these were simple signatures. A prehistoric way of saying, "I was here." It sounds reasonable. But the deeper researchers looked, the stranger the mystery became. Many hand stencils appeared deep inside caves where sunlight never reaches. Reaching them required crawling through narrow tunnels, climbing slippery rocks, and carrying burning torches that consumed precious oxygen. This was not a place people visited by accident. According to archaeologist Jean Clottes, many decorated caves may have been sacred spaces rather than ordinary homes. That changes everything. If the cave itself was special, then every hand inside it carried a different meaning. The paint was surprisingly simple. Red ochre, black charcoal, sometimes white clay. The artist placed a hand against the rock and blue pigment through a hollow bird bone or directly from their mouth. When the hand moved away, its empty shape remained. A perfect negative image, almost like a prehistoric photograph. Some caves contain dozens. Others contain hundreds. But something else caught scientists' attention. Many of the hands appear unusually small. For decades, researchers assumed they belonged to teenage boys learning to hunt. Then measurements told a different story. Anthropologist Dean Snow compared finger proportions from cave stencils with modern human anatomy. His analysis suggested many of the hands were probably female. If correct, one of archaeology's oldest assumptions suddenly collapsed. The artists behind some of humanity's greatest cave paintings may not have been mostly men at all. And then came the missing fingers. In several caves, hand stencils seemed to have 1, 2, or even 3 fingers missing. Did these people lose them in accidents? For years, some researchers believed frostbite or injuries explained the shapes. But another possibility slowly emerged. The fingers may never have been missing. Instead, they could have been folded down before the pigment was blown. In other words, the hands might be making signs, messages, symbols, a silent language we no longer understand. If that's true, every cave wall could still be speaking. We simply forgot how to listen. Some researchers believe these caves were places for rituals. Others think they marked important life events like adulthood or successful hunts. No single explanation fits every cave, and perhaps it never will. That uncertainty is part of the mystery. Because these hands are more than art. They are evidence of something remarkable, the desire to leave a piece of yourself behind. Long before writing, long before cities, long before history, humans already wanted someone in the distant future to know they existed. And somehow, against impossible odds, we found them. The people who made those handprints never imagined electric lights, airplanes, or satellites. They never imagined someone thousands of generations later would stare at their hands with wonder. Yet here we are, separated by over 40,000 years, connected by the outline of a human hand. Maybe those paintings were prayers. Maybe they were ceremonies. Maybe they were messages. Or maybe they were something even simpler. A reminder that the people we call ancient laughed, feared, hoped, and wondered just like we do. The next time you place your hand against a window, a table, or a wall, remember this. Your hand is shaped almost exactly like theirs. And for one brief moment, 40,000 years disappear.